What's up, ladies? What's up, gentlemen? What's up, newcomers? What's up, everybody? Y'all see the title, and one of my fears is I'm just recording, and then y'all don't say nothing, like I got something on my face or on my mouth. So like just make sure that's your boy, right, man. Y'all see the title? So let's get it.
The plane with Vesna on board exploded at an altitude of 10,000 meters. 27 people on board lost their lives. Vesna was trapped by debris while falling, counting the last seconds of her life. In this video, I'll tell you about 8 accidents where the victims managed to trick death itself. As always, viewer discretion is advised. Let me tell you about incredible rescue cases from seemingly hopeless situations. The French Alps, late April 2022. The professional skiing team Les Pautos headed to Meige Mountain, but they didn't choose well-equipped slopes. They opted for the extreme terrain near the Le Grave resort. The total vertical drop there is up to 2,300 meters. There are several dangerous descent routes with nearly vertical sections, forested areas, rocks and glacier crevices. And one of those crevices was encountered by a 36-year-old skier from Les Pautos. For some reason, he decided to ascend the slope earlier than the rest of the team and make a solo descent. However, as he sped down the slope, he saw a spot where the snow had collapsed into a small pit ahead. He tried to swerve to avoid it, but it was too late. The snow on the slope shifted, knocking him off his feet, and within seconds, he found himself in open space, plummeting into a deep, icy crevice. He slid deeper into the crevice until his skis got stuck, miraculously stopping his fall. He was 15 meters deep in a narrow ice fissure, at risk of falling even deeper at any moment. And there was no one to help him. The rest of Les Pautos hadn't even reached the summit yet. For over 20 minutes, the skier clung to the icy walls with ice axes and crampons, trying to save himself. Miraculously, he wasn't injured, and his teammates eventually found and rescued him. Glacier crevices can be as deep as 45 meters, and there might be no visible signs of such a chasm on the surface. The fact that a member of the French team survived and made it out unscathed after such a shocking fall is incredible luck. While you can't expect potential danger from extreme skiing, the incident involving a resident of Gonzales.
Listen. So this what I'll do. See. Okay. Boom. Me and y'all, we on a skiing trip. I don't know. I paid, y'all paid, whatever. Right, boom. I decided I'm the bravest one. Let me not wait for y'all, because I just want to rush. Boom. I seen it, slip, turned, then fell right there. Really, what I would do, I would just scream, really. But then it's like, I don't know. I don't really know if that's a fact, though. If you scream, then that's how the ambulance start. Then the whole snow would just fall off. But really, if I was just right there, I would just scream. I would just scream or just try to get out. And then guess what? When I do get out, I'm leaving and going home.
Gonzales Catan was completely unexpected. At the end of March 2022, a woman named Candela was waiting for a train when she suddenly felt herself losing consciousness. What happened next was a nightmare. She couldn't keep her balance and fell, her head landing right between 2 moving train cars. Her body then turned parallel to the platform and slipped into a narrow gap. The onlookers at the subway station were horrified. They believed they had witnessed the tragic death of a young woman. But when the train stopped and the passengers rushed to find Candela under the carriages, they unexpectedly pulled her out alive. She regained consciousness and seemed to move quite confidently. When Candela was taken to the hospital, it turned out she had only minor scratches. She didn't remember the horrific incident. She felt herself blacking out, tried to warn the person next to her, and came to as one of those who managed to cheat death. Unfortunately, not everyone is so lucky. One day in March 2023, workers at a candy factory in West Reading, Pennsylvania, smelled gas amidst the aroma of chocolate. They reported it to their supervisor, but he said only higher-ups could declare an evacuation. So, everyone went back to work. Less than 30 minutes later, there was an explosion.
Everybody go back to work. See, this is why you. So you just tell the manager, and they say, "Oh, no." Just tell the manager. They say, no, biggie. There's nothing. Even though you smell gas, then boom.
Tons of debris, smoke, and flames shot into the air, all that was left of one of the factory buildings. The blast was so powerful that a neighboring building shifted by 120 centimeters. The destruction damaged nearby gas lines, fueling the fire even more. Just seconds before the explosion, factory worker Patricia Borges was going down the stairs. Suddenly, everything shook and she lost her footing. She noticed her arm was on fire just before the floor crumbled like a toy, and Patricia fell into a vat of molten chocolate in the basement. The chocolate softened her fall and extinguished the fire, saving her life. Meanwhile, injured workers lay around the destroyed factory, lucky to have escaped the rubble. When rescuers arrived, Patricia heard their voices and cried out for help. Still, hours passed and no one came to her rescue. Bodies were being pulled from the wreckage. Initially, 2 deaths were reported, but it was later revealed that 7 people had lost their lives in the explosion. The next day, rescue dogs signaled that a human body was nearby. However, no one expected what happened next. The brief silence was broken by a muffled cry from beneath the rubble. An exhausted Patricia regained consciousness as the vat she was stuck in started filling with water from the firefighters' hoses. After surviving the explosion, the fire, and half a day under the debris, she was about to drown. Luckily, she was saved just in time. Doctors found bruises, burns, a broken collarbone.
Listen, I'm not laughing about that. I'm laughing about what I would do in that situation. Really, I don't really know how. I don't know if she got legs because she did say they said that she fell in the hot chocolate, but I don't even think if you did fall in that, I think that you would still have legs though. But really, what I'll do, I'll just told you, I'm just gonna scream. That's it, cause there's nothing else to do. And then the water's not really helping. Like, yeah, it's cooling me down, but then you about to drown. So yeah, just scream. Really, every situation, just scream because somebody gonna hear you.
And fractures in both heels. Despite everything, Patricia survived against all odds.
Mm-hmm.
Phineas Gage, on the other hand, had no chance of surviving. He should have passed away, but instead, he made history with the shocking injury he sustained. The story happened in 1848, yet scientists worldwide still study it today. On September 13th, 25-year-old construction worker Phineas was laying railroad tracks in Cavendish, Vermont. He was tamping down explosives into drilled rock holes with a special metal rod. During one of the setups, something went wrong. The explosives detonated prematurely, and the tamping iron rod was driven through Gage's head. This 6-kilogram rod, over 3 centimeters in diameter and 110 centimeters long, went through his left cheek, behind his eye, pierced his brain, and exited his skull. However, like in a horror movie, Gage stood up and started talking to his co-workers. They were shocked by the sight, but quickly rushed him to the hospital. There, he horrified the townspeople by chatting with them, despite the hole in his head. He greeted the doctor with, "Here's business enough for you." A few days later, Gage developed a brain infection, and his slim chances of survival dropped to 0. Still, to the amazement of even modern specialists, he recovered, losing his left eye, yet remaining fully functional. However, his personality changed drastically. The once polite Phineas.
Yeah, you see, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because like, just put yourself in that situation, right? Y'all are me, right? Okay, let's just say me, boom. Something happened. I'm with rocks. It exploded. A shaft went right here through, pierced my brain all the way out. I'm still talking normally until they take it out. You see, but this is the thing though. See, that's what they want you to think. Cause you normal until they take it out. Cause then boom, it's just like a lobotomy basically, sort of kind of. Cause then look, if you take it out, cause you gotta realize they go to school for that for years and years and they learn about it. See? So then, boom, surgery, boom. You think that you better, but you don't feel better though. Cause look, everything changes. Cause the frontal lobe is how we think. Really, it's the frontal right here. So if anything happened right here, everything switch off a little bit. See, you see, cause I know y'all be amazed when I just be yapping, cause I just tell you, I know, I know. See, but he just said his personality changed, cause that's what's gonna happen. I don't really, cause it's literally impossible. If it's already through your brain, then it's over. Cause once they take it out, or even if they do it precisely, you a different person.
Phineas became rude, impolite, and brash. Nevertheless, he lived another 12 years, and his case spurred the development of the now critical field of neurology. The rod and his skull are still preserved in a museum. Other heroes in this video managed to etch their names in history while still alive. On March 12, 2006, over a dozen tornadoes formed above the Ozark Plateau in Missouri. Residents were urged to take shelter, but 19-year-old Matt Suter, his grandmother, and his uncle continued watching TV in their mobile home. Meanwhile, one of the tornadoes accelerated to 217 kilometers per hour, capable of causing considerable damage. When the tornado approached the Suters' trailer, they had no chance. Matt heard a wild roar, like 10 jet fighters coming at them. Then, the tornado came into view, bombarding their mobile home with debris picked up along the way. The absolute nightmare began seconds later. The powerful force ripped the trailer door off, tore away the roof, and then demolished the home entirely. The vortex sucked up the trailer's debris and belongings, and suddenly, it pulled in Matt. He screamed, felt a blow, and everything went dark. The tornado's debris pile buried Matt's grandmother and uncle, but they survived with minor injuries. They saw Matt get sucked into the vortex, so...
Listen, boom, put yourself in this situation, right? Okay, y'all, me. Let's just say, boom, we neighbors, or even we live together, right? I am happy that I don't have to experience no tornado. I experience hurricanes. That's equally, no. I was gonna say that's equally bad, but it's not. But hey, we do have some experience because you know what did they say in the school? Tornado drill, cover your head, boom. I don't even know if that's really gonna help, but it may do. Because if you just put it in perspective, right, you have a 35% chance of that succeeding. So then it's like, if you do this, it may work or it may not work. Now, they just said that first it was spinning 135 miles per hour. That's faster than most of y'all cars. Then guess what? It ripped off all the doors and the roof, and then it sucked them all the way up through the sky. I already told you what I'm gonna do. I just said like 5 times in the video. You know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna scream, right? Boom, scream. My voice, vocal cords sore. Doom. I really don't know what. Cause look, boom. Put it in this perspective. I hope I don't fall. Hold on. Put it in this perspective, right? Can you see my face? Nope. Okay. I'm gonna have to knee kick because I already told y'all, like I'm like 7 feet real quick. So, boom. It sucked you up. Zoom. Right? Boom. Slow motion. I'm just gonna be screaming. I'm not gonna really scream because I'm in the house right now, you know what I mean? Yeah. You just scream, what's going on? I'm gonna tell you like this. If I'm going full force and is a tree's literally right next to me, I'm just going to defy gravity. That's literally what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna defy gravity. Like, even though I am getting sucked up like a vacuum, I'm gonna defy gravity. I'm like, wait. Let me just swim. I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna swim mid air, like boom. Cause guess what? If you slam through a tree, you know you're not making it. You know, everybody gonna have to wear black and all that. You know, blah blah blah. But I would rather do a tree than a building though, cause yeah, a building, yeah, it's literally over.
So fearing the worst,
So
they were searching for his body.
yeah.
Meanwhile, Matt Suter regained consciousness in the middle of a field, disoriented but unharmed. The only injury he sustained was a bump on the head from a lamp in the trailer. Running to his friend's house for help, Matt didn't yet know that his relatives had survived and that he had set a world record. It turned out that Suter entered the Guinness Book of World Records as the person thrown the farthest by a tornado and survived. Matt still holds the record at 398 meters. Getting caught in the heart of a tornado and living to tell the tale is nothing short of a miracle.
Yeah.
In 1925, the deadliest tornado year in U.S. history, tornadoes claimed the lives of 794 people. So, Matt Suter definitely fooled death itself. 31-year-old Casey Wagner, on the other hand, tricked death twice. At the end of October 2013, he attended a popular off-road race in St. Joe, Texas. However, the event was interrupted by a severe thunderstorm, and Casey took shelter under a small tree. Suddenly, the very thing his mother had warned him about since childhood happened. Casey saw sparks flying from the tree trunk. Then, a powerful flash blinded him, and an unseen force knocked him to the ground. He realized he had been struck by lightning, yet before he hit the ground, a second bolt struck him. Wagner felt the electricity surge through him, and it felt like his thumb was being ripped off. He was convinced he was dying and cried out for help with his last ounce of strength. A nurse.
Listen, I already put in this perspective, right? Y'all, me, right? Okay. I don't know. It's like a cloudy day, you know, because we Florida. Yeah, hear the background. That's my siblings. Y'all, we Floridians, we got a special power. You know what the special power we got? We can smell the rain. See? Y'all may think I'm crazy, but I'm not. We can smell the rain before it happens. Like, it's about to smell like it's raining. So then, boom. Let's just say, boom, I'm outside. I'm doing whatever. I see this tree about 8 foot with 2 branches, right? 2 or 3, right? It's still taller. It's like 8 feet, right? Boom. Take cover. I don't know why. And then I just see, cause you know, like that is one of my fears though. That is getting struck. That's literally my fear. That literally is. But then it's like, you can tell when you're about to, because then your hair gonna start standing up. So it's like, if I did get struck, you already know. Well, I can't say I'm gonna scream because then it's gonna happen so fast, like, it's like, I don't know. Just gonna be laying on the floor until somebody gets. Until
Nurse, who was on duty at the race, rushed to his side and stayed with him until the ambulance arrived. To the doctor's surprise, Casey Wagner was practically unharmed. Despite the electricity traveling through his body from his right leg to his left arm, he only suffered muscle pain, shortness of breath, tremors, and tingling in his limbs. This case is truly astonishing. First, the odds of being struck by lightning in the US in a given year are about 1 in 750,000. Yet Casey got hit twice in a row.
Twice.
Second, the average lightning bolt carries around 300 million volts, while a standard outlet has a maximum of 240 volts. Each year, 400 people worldwide get electrocuted at home, and half of them lose their lives. So, what are the chances of surviving a double lightning strike?
0.
I'd say about the same as surviving a fall from nearly a kilometer high. On January 25th, Joe and Mackenzie Wethington arrived in Chickasha, Oklahoma. This was a special day for them because Mackenzie was celebrating her 16th birthday, and her dad had arranged to fulfill her wildest dream, a parachute jump. Joe gave written consent and planned to jump with Mackenzie. The Wethingtons planned to perform a static line jump, which means the parachute opens automatically. Before taking to the skies, they had to undergo a 7-hour training session. Only when the instructors were sure that Joe and Mackenzie had learned all the safety rules were they cleared for the jump. Excited and a bit nervous, Joe and Mackenzie took a selfie and then boarded the plane. Joe jumped first so he could watch his daughter make her dream come true. When Joe...
What are y'all doing? Hello?
Joe was already on the ground. The plane reached just over 900 meters, and Mackenzie jumped. However, Joe's joy quickly turned to horror as he saw something was wrong. Mackenzie's parachute opened, but then spiraled out of control. Her descent sped up, and Joe could only watch helplessly as his daughter plummeted toward the ground.
See? But that's the thing. See? You see? Because you see, now you gotta start. Okay, let's put this in perspective, right? Boom. Me and y'all, we on the plane, right? It said 7 hours of training. Because anyway, I'm not even gonna do that really unless you are a trained professional. But 7 hours isn't really enough. You might as well just say like a whole 2 weeks, even a month of training, really like 7 hours. I don't even think that's even good for you. But then boom, and then you signed it too, so you can't sue. You can't because you signed it. So it's like wow, okay. So let's put this in perspective, right? Boom. My parachute, right? I'm with y'all. My parachute. 3, 2, 1, jump. We're in there. I release it, even though it's automatic. I released it. I'm up. I'm just safely gliding. And then I just see y'all spiraling down. I don't know. I can't scream. Nobody can't hear me. All I gotta do is just watch y'all just circle down. You see? I'm just gonna cry. I'm just gonna cry while I just see y'all just falling like wow. But now let's just put that in perspective. Okay, boom. Me spiraling. Cause you know they always be saying, oh, yeah, don't land in the water, cause obviously that's gonna hurt worse. But you can land in the tree. I don't know how the tree's not gonna hurt even more than the water, cause it's like you have a chance of getting bit by a squirrel. You have a chance of branches poking your eye, in your ears, in your nose. Like let's just say, boom, you just fall down and then you land. The tree break your fall, but you land it just like this, and then the branch entered your nose, right there. Now you bleeding. See, and you got a chance of breaking your body. Yeah.
Medical personnel rushed to Mackenzie and were astonished to find that she was still breathing. She was rushed to the hospital, where they discovered multiple broken ribs, a fractured shoulder blade, a lumbar spine fracture, a pelvic fracture, and severe liver damage. The doctor's prognosis was grim. They didn't expect her to survive. However, Mackenzie became a medical miracle, not only surviving, but also breathing.
No, you see? Yeah, this is what y'all doctors need to do. Listen, doctors. Doc, listen, let me just tell y'all something, right? Y'all spend years and years studying about the whole human body, whole human anatomy. And you telling me, that I have a 1%, I have less than a 1% chance of living? Like, you kidding me? You're literally kidding me. Like, come on, doc. This is your job. That's literally your job. Your job is to save lives, and then y'all niggas get paid so much money an hour. Y'all work the 24 hours a shift. Y'all work the 12 hours, and then you got the nerve to say, you know, you. Okay, let me put in my doctors. Yes, you know, Mr. Casey, Mr. Miss Jessica, I just seen the X-rays. It's not looking good. You know, we tried everything. We gave y'all the medicine. We gave you the pills. I mean, it's not looking so good. You got less than like 20 days to live. Then you might as well just pull the plug then. In GTA, you might as well, because why? Why? Well, what's the reason that you saying that? Literally, what is the reason that you saying that? You don't even have you down in your own self Come on.
bravely undergoing rehabilitation. She became a local hero, inspiring people with her incredible story. If you think it couldn't get more unbelievable, let me tell you about the story of a flight attendant, Vesna Volovich, mentioned at the very beginning of this video. In 1972, Vesna Volovich worked for Yugoslavia's national airline. On January 26th, Flight 367 took off from Stockholm to Belgrade, now the capital of Serbia. During a stopover, a backup crew, including Vesna, boarded the plane. Due to an airline error, she was on this flight instead of her scheduled one. So, Flight 367, with Volovich on board, took off from Denmark, but never reached its next stop. 46 minutes after takeoff, the plane exploded over what was then Czechoslovakia. 27 passengers and crew were ejected from the cabin at an altitude of 10,000 meters, almost instantly perishing from lack of oxygen and temperatures plunging to minus 50 degrees Celsius. However, Vesna Volovich was pinned by a food cart in the tail section of the fuselage, which plummeted to the ground at breakneck speed. What happened next seems utterly unreal. The piece of the plane with Vesna crashed into a forested area where the trees helped slow the fall. Deep snow further cushioned the impact, and the fuselage landed at an angle that left Vesna on the surface. The plane was reduced to wreckage, and among the debris, a local villager found Vesna alive. And that's not all. The villager was a former army medic who provided her with critical first aid. Had any detail been different, Vesna likely would not have survived. Indeed, her condition was dire. Volovich had a fractured skull, several broken ribs, 3 broken vertebrae, a broken pelvis, and both legs were shattered. She was paralyzed from the waist down and spent the next 27 days in a coma. Yet, against all odds, she regained consciousness. After 16 months in the hospital and extensive rehabilitation, she could walk again. Vesna became a global sensation, earning a place in the Guinness World Records for the highest fall survived without a parachute. It's worth noting that the explosion on Flight 367 was
Listen, I'm just gonna tell you like this, eh? Boom. Me and y'all, we in the plane, right? We the ones that's ejected. Now you see, he didn't even mention the 27 people. So I think they're long gone. I'm just gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna grab somebody come on. I'm just I'm gonna grab somebody like boom. All you hear, the wind ripping each of the plane wings open. Boom. It ripped the roof off. The windows busted. Boom. The back door open. And then it's just all 27. I'm grabbing on to you and you holding, and I'm not letting go. Hey, that's just what I'm just going to
caused by a bomb. So Vesna Volovich also survived a terrorist attack. Encountering such situations is extraordinarily rare, but surviving them is a true miracle. I was amazed to find that miracles happen often enough to create a sequel to this video. So,
yep, very good video. Hey, which one is the most rarest to occur, and which one is like the most rarest one to make it out alive from? See, make sure that y'all tap in, man. Hey, listen, y'all know I love y'all. Make sure y'all stay safe. Smile, smile, ladies, bring them, fellas. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe. Stack the money, do whatever. Hey, I'll see y'all next time.